This is a video that's coming in very strongly about the holy grail of rage and anger as states of feelings that can emerge and surge, and they have been surging as very acute, strong waves within me, inviting me to deeper love and deeper sense of expression and embodiment of my truth. So every feeling is welcome in this guest house. Yeah, room is guest house. But as humans, we tend to have preferences and hierarchies about the feelings that are more welcome visitors and those ones that are harder to welcome and visit. And this may vary in your journey. From what I've seen, very often in my work as a presence-centered psychotherapist, working with women, working with men, working with groups, supervising and working in the healing industry for the last 17 years. For a lot of women, the feeling and the visitation of anger and rage very often is hard to allow in and embrace. And equally, I hear it is the very portion that when it's somatically embodied and expressed, quite often is shut down from people around them and outside of them, whether that's their partners or society. So I want to speak a little bit about the energy of this holy rage, and I have a poem that is emerged through here, through my journey of spiritual awakening. I'm happy to share. This energy has been here with me in my story since I was a little girl. I somehow seem to have been the one who would speak the truth, that speak and voice the injustice, the unspoken elephants in the room. So of course I was a difficult one, and of course I carried the label of, the black sheep, the scapegoat, of the one who knew everything. Okay, so this has been my journey, and it brought a lot of grief and a lot of wounding that I'm grateful for, because it's been a stepping stone to a greater opening, a greater awakening within myself. And because it's been part of my journey, it's been so close into my heart. And when we open to these states, we tend to heal at a much deeper level the more we open and the more light we're bringing in. And we clear patterns of intergenerational trauma for the ones before us and for the ones after us. And it's not a journey for the faint-hearted, so there needs to be a willingness for this cracking and an opening, and the humility to keep being undone and being invited in this. So, holy rage is such a gift from spirit, and if we heal and we notice the scripts and the beliefs we attach on it and the perpetuation of the stories on this feeling, and we open and cultivate enough presence to energetically feel this fire. It's literally like a fire that's hitting my body. I can feel burning. In some traditions, this is known as the phoenix burning to ashes. This is known as the Kali goddess, inviting us to burn all that doesn't serve us. So the more we open to this energy, it has the potency, and it's a miraculous potion, because it can transmute all grief and all pain into voice of action and truth of expression. It can motivate us. This is an energy of motivation that helps us to ripple change in the world and in our families, and starting with ourselves. And perhaps something to clarify, this is the feeling of that rage and anger as an energy is not demanding of the other to be other than where they are. Yeah, so this is the freedom. We stay in our business. We stay anchored in how it wants to be here and expressed here inwardly. And if it's calling for an expression outwardly, we might as well share that too. be specific with our no's, our boundaries. This is not how this works here. This is not how I operate. You're free and a sovereign being to be wherever you need to be. But this is not where I am. And letting go of that expectation, it gives us immense freedom. It also unravels and reveals where there still may be unwept tears. And when we hollow enough this identity, these unwept tears go far before us, for the women before us and the men before us. So we can be that open conduit of an alchemizer of these energies for the greater whole, starting with ourselves, starting by bringing peace into these inner holy wars. The way that this energy has arrived for me was in my motherhood journey, and when I was breastfeeding, and it erupted like a fire that I have allowed it the space to be and express, thanks to my shadow work and my inner knowing, and it has revealed its creative momentum. It's a state and a kind of energy that's gifted from my ancestors to myself. And like in many of us, there's gifts in every feeling we encounter if we let go of the stories we project on it and limit it. But if we truly hear the grail and the holiness and the gift it reveals for us. So in my case, it has created an unbelievable momentum of beginning lots of writing, lots of expression, an upcoming poetry book, never planned nor intended, no carefully, having a 5-year plan of what I want to be. No, just simply opening up to this energy, this moment, this feeling, right here, right now, in whichever way it presents itself in your life. And to do this, we need to slow down enough. We need to really slow down, and we're scared to slow down, because in the slowing down of the being, all that we've left denied or dismissed or ignored is arising. But it's exactly where our freedom lies, in that innate capacity to feel it. And you got that. So let your holy rage be here. Feed it sugar, feed it broth. Be with it, tend to it. What messages does it have for you? What gifts does it long to reveal? Dialogue with it. Take care.